On today's video, we're going to be setting up the Ecoflow Smart Generator. Now the main thing I'm going to be using this with is we also have their newest and largest Ecoflow battery, and we're going to use this to keep that topped off during power outages. We've got a instruction manual. A little funnel. I believe this is to put the oil in. And we've got the generator itself. And a box of accessories. There's the generator itself. You can see it's got the, hi, and a puppy. Yeah, are you gonna help? Here, come tell them about the generator. Here's the generator. It's got a CO2 alarm, low oil alarm, AC on and off, and looks like a Wi-Fi reset kind of thing. So you've got a single 120 volt, 15 amp outlet. Hi! Hi! And you've got kisses. As I was saying, you have a single AC 120 volt, 15 amp outlet. And then you have your way to hook it into the battery, and it will automatically turn on and off based on what settings you have in the app and keep your battery charged. You've got your little open and close thing on the gas cap. Most generators have that. The accessories you've got here is the cable to hook into the battery. We also have a little tool kit here. It looks like we've got a wrench, a screwdriver, and some other stuff. Got a screwdriver. Looks like a spark plug to pull the spark plug if I had to guess, and then a little bitty wrench. So what I thought was a way to open it is actually so if you overflow the gas container and gas spills out, it'll actually spill out of the generator and down the side of it, which is kind of a nice feature. You don't have gas sitting on top of it, but then you also have gas all the way down the side. The next step is to put oil in it and to plug in the battery. These are a little, I believe they're a quarter turn. Maybe a full turn. Nope, just those two. A little bit of padding there. Put that aside. And it says it takes, where was it? 0.1 gallon or 0.38 liters of oil. And the way you do that is you take this off. A little bit of oil residue on mine, but there's not actually oil in it. I'm assuming they started up and test it before. That's where this guy comes in handy. After you add the oil, you want to pull these two out and connect them together. That gives you the battery for your remote start, so you don't have to pull it. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll also gas it up while we're at it. So as you can probably see, I overfilled the oil a little bit. It looks like it's about a half quart to a little bit more than a half quart of oil. gas, there's a little red indicator inside that it says don't fill past that, so you just fill up to that red line. It's in the filter, so you'll be able to see it pretty easily. It says it takes about 1.05 gallons of gas. There are 4 separate ways that you can start the generator. You've got your manual pull. You've got the electric start here. You've got the app on your phone. You can set it that way, or if you set it up on the battery, you can set it where the smart generator starts, say when the battery gets down to 20%, and then will automatically shut off when it gets to 80%. All those numbers are changeable in the app. You want to make sure your fuel is on. You see it's got 99 hours of gas left, because it's obviously not charging. I love these screens. This is similar to the battery screen itself, and we'll go ahead and give it a pull and see if it starts our first try. Let's move the gas away from the exhaust, and the puppies go back. And it's gonna be loud, buddy. Let's see if it starts on the first pull. So we got our gas on. Oh, not on the first one. It's okay. And obviously that's with no load on it, but it's saying it'll run for 13 hours. We'll go ahead and shut the gas off, and it shuts down. Next, we'll go ahead and connect this to the battery, get into the app, and we'll set it up with the app. This also does have Bluetooth on it, so that if the power is out and your internet is down, you'll still be able to use the app on your phone. We've done it with our battery already, where you can change the different settings and all of that on it. So here you can see we've got our eco mode and performance mode. Eco mode obviously optimizes fuel consumption and can also cut down on your noise, because if it's not needing all the power, it'll idle itself down and be much more quiet. And you can see there we can swipe and start. It's okay, Max. And then you can swipe again to stop it. And there, all it says at the end is to make sure that you close the little cap and shut the fuel off. It's asking you to confirm, so you don't get anything in there. Now let's go ahead and set it up to the battery. Here's our Ecoflow Delta Pro battery. We've actually have it plugged in right now. Our power just came back on, so we haven't unplugged it yet. You're going to need the adapter from the box that came with this. What you're going to do is you're going to open this little guy up. Get tangled in the cable. Unhook that. This is keyed, so it can only go one direction on that. You plug that in there, make sure it's nice and tight. And then this is going to go into one of your 2 battery ports here in the back. So if you are using the smart generator, you're only able to have one of the expandable batteries along with it. And then to release this, you just push the little metal tab here, and wiggle it, and pull it right on. You could also, at the same time, have it plugged into a wall outlet, and I believe it will charge off of both. Then you obviously want to take this end, run it out a window or a door, and hook it into the generator. Obviously, you want to make sure that the generator is far enough away from whatever you have that you're not getting exhaust in the house, because that's not good. You can see we've got this nice and away from the house. Gonna open this guy up. Same thing again, it's keyed. You can only plug it in one way. Now you want to open up your vent. Turn on the gas. And we'll go back into the app here. You can see here we've still got the Ecoflow, so we'll go into the Delta Pro, the battery. And that sometimes takes a minute to come up. We're a little bit far away from it right now. So you can see we've got our refrigerator plugged into it like I was saying. It's saying with the current uses, it's going to last for 4 days and 3 hours. It's at 97%. And what you generally like to do with these batteries is run it between 20 and 80%. It's kind of the best for the battery health. You can change your charging speeds and everything. I kind of went over that a little bit. But here you've got the smart generator on and off. So what you can do here, you see I've got it set between 20% and 80%. So when it hits 20, I'm not going to be able to show it in here, but what you can do is set your smart generator on and off. It only goes up to 30 as to where it'll start, so I'm not going to be able to demonstrate that feature at the moment because the battery's at 70-something%. But what that'll do is it will automatically kick the generator on when the battery gets down to that level. Now obviously you have your AC charging speed and all that in here that you can change. But what I will do is I'll go back out here and we'll go to the here and we can manually turn this on. Didn't start that time, so let's see if it tries again. Alright, so we moved back inside so that we aren't right next to the live generator. We're going to go ahead and start it with the app. We're going to beep it. Kicked on. You can probably still hear it in the video. Let's go to Eco. And you can see here. Oh, you did see here for a second. I've got it set to stop charging at 80%, so it's probably not going to charge it up past that 80%. Let's go back over here. Increase that. And there you go, you can see it charging there. We're getting head back over to the generator. So you can see here we're charging at about 7,000 watts. Now I wonder if that's because we hit our 80%, or sorry, 700 watts. I wonder if that's because we hit our 80% in the battery and it automatically just kind of slows itself down as it gets higher. We'll have to do some testing with that and see what happens. But you can see at its current charging speed, it's got about 5 hours of gas in it. It seems to be running kind of high. And eco mode doesn't seem to change it, so I'm thinking eco mode is more for the that outlet. Maybe that. No, I just flipped it in eco mode and it seems to kick down. So I flipped it into eco mode. It has definitely slowed down. It's charging at about 32 watts now. And now it's saying 13 something hours. So if you're not doing a whole lot and you just need to kind of trickle charge it, you can definitely use the eco mode. Or if you're trying to keep the generator quiet, I also wonder if it'll kick up, because I know when you're charging it, it kind of fluctuates on its charging depending on if there's a load or not. So let me go ahead and put a load on this battery and we'll see if the charging goes up at all. You can see here on the battery we've now got about 132 watts of load, and it's still just charging at the 33-ish watts, and it's saying it'll take 21 hours to fill this from 80%. Whereas you do performance, you've got 13 hours of gas. You kick it into performance mode, kicks it up quite a bit. Let's see what we can get it up to. You can see here on the app too, there's AC usage, which is nothing right now because we're not pulling anything out of that plug. So I realized I had my charge level in here set at 80%. So I went ahead and upped that to 100 just for the video. So we'll go ahead and start the generator again. We'll see what we get. See here we're charging at about 1,640 something watts. Our fuel has dropped down to about 4 hours, and the battery is saying it'll charge from 80% in about 37 minutes. So you definitely get faster charging speed, but you're also sacrificing how long the fuel will last. One thing you will want to do is start your generator every once in a while, because it does have that battery in there, so the battery will need to charge up. If you don't, obviously you won't be able to use the app or the start button on the generator. Obviously you want to keep it in this dry place so you don't have any problems with moisture or anything like that, and away from, don't run it indoors and all those kind of things. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you've got any questions about the Ecoflow Delta Pro or the smart generator, leave them down in the comments below. Like this video if you liked it, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!